Hello everyone, in the second video from WARNO by Eugen Systems. Today we will take a look at NATO side by watching my latest game. So without further ado, let's jump in to that replay. Okay, so another same map, therefore 2v2, so that's me as 3rd Armored Division, slightly modified. That's a personalized deck, together with 1st Armored Division, controlled by AI on medium level, and we are playing against 39 Gwardia Motostrzelki Division. I guess I don't miss something. Yeah, and 4 Motor Schützen Division. So as I've said before, we are NATO playing against Warsaw Pact this time. Same map. I think we are playing on different side this time. Yeah, we were on that side previously. Okay, quickly, let's quickly take a look at enemy forces deployed already. So we start from forward presence. So we have some Fagot here with Jaegers. That's a command squad with many different perks as Leader, Special Forces, Shock, Airborne, and Resolute, which in short mean they are fanatics. Some MI2, another MI2 with Sprengtaucher squad inside, so that's a recon unit, also Special Forces. Mi-8T AKT with Motor Razvedka, that's a normal recon unit, but with infantry fighting vehicle perk. So they are fighting way better next to infantry fighting vehicle. We have BRM-1 recon and Grenzer, another recon. So as you may see, a lot of recon units here. Here we have command squad as Motostrzelki, 2 T-62 MV, some concourse again, ZSU-23 Biryusa, that's an air defense system, very similar to PVATS. Basically, yeah, that's really similar to PVATS, the NATO PVATS. We will see them soon. Mi-8MT AKT-3, AKT-3, okay. That's support helicopter with 2 types of 80mm rockets. Not 2 types, that's the same type, but on both sides of that heli. Another ZSU-23. Then we have 3 T-55 AM2B. Those are not solid tanks, really. And we have FLA Shilka, another air defense system, which is, by the way, Resolute Fanatic. Our enemies are bringing in more recon units, as you may see. Grenzer, Mi-2T with Sprengtaucher, or I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly. BMP 1K3 with Malyutka, that's a command unit. I think that's a solid stuff. The penetration is only 16, but it can deal with most infantry fighting vehicles, that's for sure. Another BMP-1 with Motor Schützen command squad. And we have the command T-55 AM2. Interesting choice for the beginning. On the left side we have 2 Mi-2 recons, which are, well, don't have any force, any weapon. 2 FL, no, that's only one FLA, Shilka, 1 T-55, another Concourse, Biryusa, and Shilka again. So those are the forces which they are going to deploy against us on the very beginning, and we have like those are my forces, as you may see. Let's quickly take a look. Yeah, those are my forces. Let's go back to that perspective, and we have M2A2 Bradley with fire team with Dragon missiles. I mean, that's a launcher, of course, not a missile, I guess. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Uh, M11-3A3, also with M47 Dragon 2. We have some command unit, it's a Jeep. Two M1A1 Abrams with solid cannon, 120 mil, 90 penetration, decent range, solid stuff, also really good stuff against infantry, and two Stingers at the back. Here we have rovers are not mine. Two Bradleys with also Fire Team Dragon, another Bradley, and pivots as a support to deal with any enemy helicopters or planes. And I usually guess that enemies start with many attack helicopters, but as it will, uh, as we will see, this time it won't happen, which is weird. On the left flank, it's only one recon unit placed by our AI, and basically that's all for the start. NATO units are usually way more expensive than Warsaw Pact units, or maybe I've chosen such units which are very expensive. But in short, what's the plan? So our right flank is going to capture eco object. So we will place some units in those buildings to have control of whole that area to block enemy attacks. Uh, I'm mostly concerned about that side, so they would like to attack from the front and a little bit from that side, but we'll try to block it by placing some tanks here and some infantry units also there. As you may see, the view is quite limited here. If I place the units in those buildings, also here, so not that much usefulness. Well, from that building we can, frankly speaking, control a little bit of that area, but we'll place the units in those forests also. So that's enough. That's good enough. We have F-15C Eagle deployed already, so it's dealing with Mi-2s. Which wasn't the primary goal of deploying the F-15C that early. Usually I do that to fight with enemy attack helicopters, but this time it's not the case. So our enemies didn't deploy any attack helicopters so far, and we are going to lose that F-15C. That's my fault, and that's a really costly loss. Really costly. It's really expensive unit. It costs 275 points, so that's really terrible. But the good news is that we have captured 3 objectives and we are on +3, so we are leading the game and we are in better position so far. As you may see, enemies don't have any units in that area, which is quite weird. I feel like they should place some units in that little area here, the foresty and urban area also. Also some units here. They are trying to flank from the left side, but those units are not prepared to. Those units are not designed to attack. Well, we have Concourse and Fagot, I think. Yeah, which are more defense units than attack units. That's definitely defense unit. Also, we have Jägers here. We have BMP-1 with Motorschützen here, and we have T-55 here. All of those are command units. It's ridiculous tactic, honestly. I don't get it. Why is that? Here, on the other hand, you may see Shilka, Biryusa, T-55, Concourse, Granzer, some cap coming here. So that's another air defense system with radar rockets. No, that's a T-55. So really weird tactic. There's plenty of units here. Of course, I don't know about them, but what can we see? So we have some Razvedka and also Concourse, which are dangerous to our armored units. We have Biryusha and Shilka, and that's really interesting because if I try to attack using helicopters, Apaches or Cobras, I would be decimated. But even if I bring in some fighting jet like F111 or A10. I don't have A10s in my deck, but I could. they would be decimated. That's interesting. And also those MI8T, MI8MT, also the support. Of course I don't know about them. We'll show you. So if I switch to my perspective, you can see that I can't see them. So I don't know about that. But they are not preparing to advance from that side, definitely. It doesn't look like that. Let's go back to neutral perspective. Yeah, so they place that Fagot and Concourse here, so they can control basically whole that area. Concourse has like 2600 meters range. Fagot is, well, pretty much similar, but the penetration of Concourse is way higher. It's 20 against 16, so yeah. Fagot is good for against infantry fighting vehicles. Concourse can deal with tanks, that's for sure. So they can control that area. And as far as I remember, I don't see them. Yeah, we don't have any units here. We have some Fox here, another Fox here, but like they are stationary right now and they don't see that much, as you can see. Yeah. Some hell arm coming. Let's switch to neutral perspective so we can see all of those units. Another MI8 coming, Biryusha, Coop. Interesting choices, to be honest. Here we have TAT. Some T-55 coming in. Oh, they will probably try to advance. We have Mi-24 destroyed already. The Javelin team, or no, not Javelin. The Stinger team, I think, or maybe Javelin. I think that's Javelin. Yeah, that's Javelin. That was Javelin, unfortunately. As you may see, we are controlling the whole Alpha objective, and there's no chance that they can do anything about that at that point. Yeah, they are sending a lot of helis, Mi-8MG, with different Gatlings and some rockets, but I'm bringing in another F-15, by the way, and I've lost that also. Oh yeah, at that point I realized that there is so many SAMS missile launchers, so the radar controlled missiles, also those Biryusha and Shilka, those Coops, a lot of stuff here, and I think I decided to bring in my F111, or maybe no, I'm sorry, F4 with SID missiles, but I don't think I will be able to do that before that game ends. I don't quite remember. What I remember is that I placed some fire team here with the low 66 grenade launcher, and I placed Bradley here. I will move it a little bit right to give them bonus of infantry fighting vehicle infantry type. So yeah, that's long. This is it. That's the perk. Also, I'm bringing in 2 Cobras here to deal with those Fagot and those Concours. Yeah, so Cobras can do that. Definitely, they will destroy them. Yeah, Fagot is down and Concours is down. I will try to push a little bit forward, but then there is a Strela. Unfortunately, surface to air missile, a 9M, 37M, infrared, and I will lost one of my Cobras soon. They are shooting, dealing some damage. Not really. Oh yeah, they destroyed something, but there is a cube, so I think that's cube which will destroy my Cobra. Yeah, and I realized that, so I'm falling back with my Cobra. There are some units in that forest, which is, well, I don't know why are there, so like 3 command units. It's completely pointless, honestly. Like a few units here. 2 cubes come in. That's interesting tactic, really. And T-62, so our enemies are playing like we are the airborne division with plenty of helis and plenty of aircrafts, but that's not the case here. We are the 3rd armored division and first armored divisions. Oh, well, no idea why is that. Fortunately, our AI brought in some Javelin team to deal with that Mi-24D, because otherwise we would lose my Bradley, fortunately. But fortunately there's Javelin. They are basically out of ammo, so yeah, one more rocket, Mi-8 MT. I think they will destroy it, yeah. So Abrams and the Bradley did their job to support the Javelin, which is already out of ammo. Another T-62 here. Yep. 2 T-55 destroyed at that place, and oh yeah, I forgot to show that to you, and it was like one Bradley rocket. So I think Bradley has 202, yeah, with 25 penetration, which is huge. Destroyed 2 T-55 with single rocket, which is interesting. And now I can imagine bringing in some napalm strike or some GBU strike here, like decimating them completely, destroying whole that village. Would be really cool. But our enemy is trying to push with T-55s. We are still like on +3, 1000 points already, full control, no danger at all. It is what it is, and it's pretty interesting. Why is our enemy that bad? Like, look at that, look at those forces. There's so much infantry. So much infantry. And no, they don't attack at all. I completely don't get it, really. It's like, why is that? The AI is completely passive, and there is no reason for that. Like, they are losing, they need to push. So, in short, that's a stupid behavior. We have some BTRs here. Another BTR, BMP with concourse. And look what we have here. We have one Abrams, which is already damaged. We have one Recon Bradley here. We have another Bradley here. Okay, that Bradley is powerful, but only with 2 rockets. We have some fire team with Dragon, the Stinger, M113, so only it can deal with infantry. It has M2HB 12.7mm gun. Mech rifles, Stinger, well, basically that's all. Those forces are weak, in short weak. In the meantime, I brought fire team with low to that sector to control the left flank in case of they are trying to attack. So that road is basically cut off, and that road is also cut off, unless we don't see it. Well, yeah, we don't see it because it's terrain different, yeah. Yeah, that's why we don't see it. But if they enter that road here, we can basically destroy them. Bradley with the tow, powerful tow, and the Stinger to support against any air units, and also M1, A1 Abrams to support and to control a little bit of that road. And Su-25 coming, destroying something. Well, without much success. It's really damaged, but are we able to destroy it? I don't think so. I don't have F-15 already, so yeah. Also, in the meantime, I deployed my 107mm mortars in that place with the range of 5.6 kilometers, so they can hit pretty a lot of area from that side. So I don't see where they can hit really, but I feel like they can control pretty much whole that area here. So and as far as I remember, I set up defensive fire on that sector, so anything comes in here, it will be maybe not decimated, but definitely suppressed by my 107 mils mortars. Another batch of 107 mils mortars here, with the HEMT coming as a supply. So also I set them up to defensive fire on that area. Look how stupid it is. Why it's T-55 here? It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I really don't get it. I I don't know what to say even. It's simply stupid. Uh, okay. Other than that, yeah, our motors are firing. Uh, they are now set as fire at will, I think, and I will change that to defensive fire soon. But still, as fire at will, they can deal a lot of suppression. Maybe not damage, but definitely suppression. They are basically scary to the enemy because we are firing at them with a lot of rounds. That's why I usually place my artillery as a batch of 4. Also, as far as I remember, yeah, I brought in one M109 155 mil artillery. That's a self-propelled howitzer gun, as you can see. 21-kilometer range. That's a deadly beast. Pretty slow, I have to admit. Okay, let's take a look at that F111E with the MK20 Rockeye. 227 kilobombs and 8 of them coming on enemy positions, so let's watch it. Let's watch it. That's right. Beautiful. Some damage dealt. I'm quite surprised that those Jaegers survived. Interesting. Okay, but going. Oh, we are going to finish soon. So, quick look at those M109A2. They are expensive. They cost 240 points, as far as I remember, and I can deploy only 4 of them, unfortunately. So I usually assign them the supply unit also because they are limited to 36 rounds only. I place them one here, another one is coming here, and there won't be time to deploy the 4th one, but they are set to fire at will with such range they can hit pretty much whole map, I would say. Yeah. Also, by having those recon units around the map, of course those are friendly units. They come from my AI friend. The shot is corrected, so the accuracy of any artillery gun is corrected by those recon units, which is kind of cool feature in that game. I need to admit that it's really like, let's say, realistic. Yeah. So usually artillery works like that. So there is some spotter. They shoot one round, shotter corrects that, and so on. That's why it's called a corrected shot. And it can be really precise, to be honest. Mortars are not that precise, but with those 155 mils guns, yeah, they are definitely very precise. Okay, let's. Well, I'm. I don't. I feel like that's some kind of bug, you know, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's so many BTRs. There's also BMP with that Concourse rocket. T-62. So many infantry inside. A lot of motor strelki. A lot of them. A lot of air defense units. Some saperi deployed forward with the satchel. It doesn't make any sense why they are here. Who figured out that? I mean, it doesn't make sense, and this is how the game ends. As you may see, the conquest, I have like 7 points, so I did nothing in terms of conquest. That's fine. I previously said that it doesn't matter. In terms of kills, my friend AI has a little bit more of them, but look at those losses. Like, most of those losses come from my aircraft, so 2 F-15s lost due to that amount of air defense units. 1 Cobra also, and I think I've lost also 1 Abrams, and that's pretty much everything. That's really weird. That was crazy game. The Conquest, only 2 points. A lot, maybe not a lot of losses, but well, comparing with us, so that's ridiculous. We can take a look at the kills and losses tab. So yeah, so Abrams got a few kills. So 4 infantry squads, 1 T-55, 1 T-62. That's another Abrams, another Abrams. Well, yeah, it looks awkward, if I'm honest with you. It really looks weird. Huh. My goodness. Yeah, those are my losses. Yeah, so I was pretty precise. So 2 F-15s, 1 Abrams, and 1 Cobra. That's the weirdest game I've ever played. But it is as it is. So yeah, total victory, of course. Only 18 minutes. Hmm. Well, okay. We can't do anything about that. Anyway, I hoped you enjoy. I enjoyed as always. Uh, in the next video, I think I will show you another game is NATO. That's my plan. I feel like yeah. Since the Warsaw Pact game was way more intense, and I think it was a little bit more interesting than that uh, NATO game. So I will do another NATO video next. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Thank you, one. Oh my goodness. No, thank you, one. Once again, thank you everyone for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.